This is a great looking vintage pachinko machine from 1976. It was made by Okumurayuki. And before we go in how to set it up, we also included a DVD that has several hours of information about these vintage machines. But this quick video should show you how to get it set up and going. First though, before we turn it around and set it up, a couple things about the front. First, there's a sticker here. That's just on the new glass that we bought. We'll take that sticker off. But if you don't have enough balls in the back, there's a light that can come on to tell you to refill the balls. But if you're ever playing and pulling down the flipper and you got plenty of balls in your play tray, but they're just not shooting, it could be because the lever is blocking them. So whenever you don't have enough balls in your supply tray, it activates a lever that blocks the flow of balls. Let's zoom in and take a look at that. Okay, so here is the hole where balls go from your play tray into your shooter lane, and that little metal tab is what's blocking the flow of balls. So if I add balls to the supply tray and back, that tab moves out of the way. Now of course you'll want to stabilize your machine somehow with support boards or put it in a cabinet. I can't remember what you said you were going to do with yours. I've got some temporary legs on there right now. There's a lever, it's called the ball drain. So whenever you have balls in the supply tray, that tan tray on the top, and if you need to get them out because you need to move the machine or something like that, there is a lever over here. Now this lever, the way it works is if you push it down, then what it'll do is it'll release these two levers, and then the balls can drain out down those white arms there. So right now it's been released, which may happen during shipment, so you'll want to reset this lever. So what I'll do is I'll push down on this, and those two arms pivoted back, and now they're locked. So you just want to check and make sure that they're in that locked position. If they're like this, the balls will fall all the way out. So we'll do that. The second issue and the thing you'll want to do to set up your machine, this is the most common problem for pachinko machines. It's the one ball seesaw. It's behind this cover here, and it looks different on the Okumurayuki machines than any others. I'll just take this thumb screw off and remove this so you have a better angle. You don't have to take the cover off to do this, but basically inside there is this little white piece, and you see this arm here, it's kind of over to the right. What you want to do is you just want to take this red knob here and lift up, and when you do, that little white piece back there will reset, and this will drop back over to the left. Okay, now that's the correct position, and your machine is ready to accept balls. If it's not in this position, then balls will back up in your machine and jackpots won't get paid out. Now you can hook up the battery just like like an Energizer battery, one of those really powerful Duracells or Energizers. Anyway, it's just in here with a little clip. Okay, you'll want to just flip this down, and when you do, one of the lights will come on. That is the light that tells you that your top supply tray is out of balls and you need to refill it. The other two lights will come on and flash when you get a jackpot. So we now can put balls in the machine. I'll put about 400 up here. I'll put a little less right now. Okay, when I added balls, these levers moved and then that light went out. Now you'll take your bucket and you want to set it down below. There's a chute here and a chute over here. That's where your balls will come out. Now we'll turn the machine around and we'll set up the front for play. So we'll take some balls, add them to the play tray. Place the bucket back. Now to play the machine, you're going to pull down the flipper, and you'll pull it all the way down and quickly let go. The first time we do that, nothing will happen the first time you load the machine, because it's placing a ball in the shooter lane. So nothing happened. We'll do it again. Now we'll just flip. and a ball went in a tulip. We were paid out balls, and the lights also flashed. So these tulips, the way they work, you see several of them open. When a ball goes in one, it closes, and if it's closed and a ball goes in one, it opens it. So you have lots of tulips open here. Let's just play for a little bit. Okay, we got a couple of jackpots, and we started to have a couple balls. They were filling up this play tray. The play tray was full, so then they rolled down into this receiving tray through the back. So if your play tray is full and you need to empty it, there is a lever right here, and you're just going to slide that over to the left, and when you do, the balls will flow from the play tray into the receiving tray. You also do that like if you have too many balls and your light comes on and you need to refill the back. Sometimes when you slide this over, nothing happens, and that's because of the weight of all the balls is keeping them from rolling through. And if that happens, you just take your finger and loosen the weight of the balls. Okay, nothing's happening. So that's how you loosen the balls. Now, if someone new comes over and they don't know how to play pachinko, a lot of times they'll take this lever and they'll pull down, and then they'll just do something like that, just slowly let up. What they've done is they've loaded a ball in the shooter lane, but it didn't shoot. So the next time they do this, they'll be loading a second ball in the shooter lane, and it's not shooting. Now, if you do that several times, you're just going to get a lot of balls in the shooter lane, and eventually, when you try and pull down, they may not all shoot out. Okay, they got up far enough to where they could roll down into the receiving tray, which is great. Okay, I'd like to show you how to open this chrome playfield door here. The reason why is, first, if for whatever reason, say something gets in here and gets in the mechanics and it's not a pachinko ball and you got to get it out, you don't use the key. There's no keys for these old machines, but there's a lever in back that'll pop open the door. The other reason I like to open this door is if I know that guests are coming who've never played pachinko before, is I'll open the door and I'll drop a ball in each one of these pockets that are closed, and that way they open up so they can more quickly learn how to play the game. We'll also take a look at this center. I'll drop a ball in here and you can see what happens with this Japanese lady here. Okay, right back here you can see kind of a metal loop. What you do is you just lift up on that loop, and when you do, you can pull open, while you're holding this up, pull open the playfield door. Then you can take a ball and drop it in the tulip. I'm going to drop one up here in the main attraction. Actually, I dropped it down the side and nothing happened. If you get it in the center though, this part here twisted, and it's a man underneath. So as it rotates back and forth, there's a woman, and then it flips back. That way there's a man. Okay, sure hope you enjoy your machine. If you have any other questions, check out that DVD or give us a call. Thanks so much. Bye.